What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Unique Mazik. I'm the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and I got a video for you today. And we're moving really close to Madden. I have identified 8 players who I believe going into Madden 22 deserve to be a part of the 99 club. Now, if there's 8 players to get a 99 overall, that's going to be pretty significant. That's going to be a lot, right? And so I know some of you guys are probably already saying there's no way in the world you're going to have 8 99 overall players. And you might be right. But I think I can make a good case for all 8 of these guys. And number 1 on that list is the reigning NFL MVP, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, man, come on, man. Insane numbers from Aaron Rodgers this past season. Not to mention that he's an all-time great, just period, right? So it's not like this was some Johnny-come-lately season. But let's talk about the season. 48 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions, the highest QBR, and the highest passer rating in the NFL. To be totally honest, the final ratings for Madden really did not do Aaron Rodgers justice at all. I think he was a 95. He was 1 notch below Tom Brady. I know y'all got Tom Brady on the brain. I understand that. But there's no way in the world you're going to tell me that Tom Brady should have been rated higher than Aaron Rodgers last year. There's just no way. Come on, you're crazy if you think that, or you just got Tom Brady on the brain so much that there's no help for you. That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers should have been rated higher, and I also believe Aaron Rodgers should be a 99 overall going into Madden 22. 99 club for Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, his number 1 receiver, DeVante Adams, who was a member of the 99 club at the end of the season. In my opinion, he's the best wide receiver in football. He's the best route runner. He has fantastic hands. He led the league in touchdown receptions with 18 last year. Caught 18 of the 48 that Aaron Rodgers threw at the line of scrimmage. If you just watch, the NFL has tons of video out that focus on different players. I subscribe to NFL Network, NFL.com's All 22, so I get a chance to look at the entire field, and that's really the only real way to evaluate players. Watching highlights and stuff only tells you so much. You watch all 22, you really get a good understanding. And I really kind of don't take anybody's analysis serious unless they're pointing to some all 22 footage to back up their point. That's just me. You watch all 22 of DeVante Adams and you will see what I'm talking about. I don't think there's a better wide receiver in the game, especially not last year. He should be a part of the 99 club. Number 3, it's almost like reflex, right, to say Aaron Donald should be a part of the 99 club. But I mean, man, it's really difficult for me not to support Aaron Donald. I think he is the single most disruptive force on defense in the entire league. Second in the league last year with 13.5 sacks. Now, that's a down year by Aaron Donald's standards. But the focus that teams have to send his direction just to keep him from wrecking their entire offensive game plan, and sometimes, and he still gets his. He still is this major factor. I mean, he causes so many things. Like, so the game with the Rams against the Patriots last year, right? It was one of Cam Newton's worst games. He ended up getting benched in that game. Jarrett Stidham came in and later in the game, and he didn't fare much better. One of the really signature plays in a bad way for Cam's season last year was it was a pass that was supposed to be a screen pass to Damian Harris, and it ended up getting pick 6 going the other way. Well, what you see if you look back at that play over and over again is that you see that Aaron Donald realized he had sniffed out what the play was within a second or so after the ball was snapped. As he read it, he had the presence of mind to grab Damian Harris just enough to hold him up to disrupt the route. And so when Cam turned looking for what should have been an open back to dump the ball to, he hadn't gotten to that point yet. And that was on Cam. He shouldn't have thrown that ball for sure. That one's got to go in the ground at Damian Harris's feet if there's pressure coming in. I can't even remember how much pressure was coming, but it's a screen pass, so obviously they're devoting some of the pass protection over to the right side so that you can set up some blockers. But Aaron Donald made that play without actually being directly involved in that play. And that's when you really know how dominant a dude is, because they're impacting plays even when they're not making the tackle or the sack or batting the ball down or whatever. He's phenomenal. He definitely still deserves to be a 99 overall. Number 4, Cardinals, Red Sea, DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's the only wide receiver in the league. Now, DK Metcalf's coming, but I have another wide receiver on here. I'm going to let you know it's not DK Metcalf. I have one more wide receiver that I'm saying should be a 99 overall. But DeAndre Hopkins, to me, is the only guy who I think could be who he could say that, hey, I'm better than DeVante Adams. And it's not going to make me like, dude, for real, like, you're better than DeAndre Hopkins has every right to believe that. I just personally think that DeVante Adams is the best, but DeAndre is arguably the best wide receiver in the league. He finished the year at 99 overall last year. I don't see any reason. I don't see any fall off that took place later in the season that would make me think he shouldn't still be that. I think he should still be a 99 overall. Number 5 is pretty easy. And I'm not ranking this as one's a higher 99 than the other. It just kind of came out the way it came out. But Patrick Mahomes is pretty obvious. I mean, he's on the cover. Second in the NFL in passing yards. I think he had 38 touchdown passes and something like 5 or 6 or something minuscule amount of interceptions. The mobility, the arm strength, because now we're getting into actual attributes, right, that help to pump up the 99 or help to justify the 99 overall. Patrick Mahomes, come on. I mean, you guys can say whatever you want to say. He lost the Super Bowl and all of this, but I'll be flat honest and tell you, if Patrick Mahomes has one of his starting offensive tackles for the Super Bowl, they might beat Tampa Bay. If he has both of them, if Mitchell Schwartz and Fisher are playing, I think the Chiefs beat the Bucs. That's my personal belief. Tom Brady is the greatest winner in the history of the NFL. He really is. You cannot argue with 7 Super Bowl rings and 6 with New England, 1 now in Tampa. You can't argue with that. He's the greatest winner ever. But he didn't. The Buccaneers did not win the Super Bowl because of Tom Brady. They won it because of that defense, and they won because you have such a nasty defense and you're playing against an offense that doesn't have either of its starting offensive tackles. So people can say what they want to say about Patrick Mahomes and whatever the stat line was in the Super Bowl. He played as hard as he could, and to me, his effort further solidified the fact that he should be a 99 overall. But number 6, Derrick Henry. Come on, man. He ran for 2,000 yards last year. He's only the 8th player in NFL history to eclipse 2,000 yards. We're talking about O.J. Simpson. I know. But he did go for 2,000 yards. So just do with Tay, 2,000 yards. Eric Dickerson, Hall of Famer we talking about. Jamal Lewis is not a Hall of Famer, but he had one heck of a season there with the Baltimore Ravens. Terrell Davis is a Hall of Famer. If you ask Warren Sapp, he said he ain't even supposed to be there. Look it up. Rich Eisen show. Warren Sapp throws Terrell Davis dead in the dirt. Like, dude, you have no business being there. But he did go for 2,000 yards. He does have one of those kinds of careers where you like, really, Hall of Fame? Because it was so short, and it was cut short by all the injuries or whatever. But for a 3 or 4 year time period, Terrell Davis was unquestionably either the best or the second best running back in the league. So, then there's CJ2K, Chris Johnson, blazing speed, ran for 2,000 yards, and a fantastic. Look at that. But think about this. I'm gonna name and give you the other one too. It's Adrian Peterson. But Derrick Henry became not only the 8th guy in NFL history to run for 2,000 yards, can Tennessee Titan to do it, because Chris Johnson did it. So that's crazy, man. That's like insane. No other team has doubled up and had, another 2,000 yard rusher. I'm trying to think, is there another team? Oh, you know what? Maybe the Vikings could do it with Dalvin Cook this year. I don't know. He catches the ball a little bit too much, and I don't think they'll hand it to him that much. He also gets hurt a little bit, but I don't know. That's interesting though. But Derrick Henry, come on, man. They fooled everybody they put out that fake Madden cover to throw everybody off the scent to make people think he was going to be on the cover this year. He's not. He very well could have been and should have. It wouldn't have been bad if they had put him there. 2,000 yards, guys. Come on. Give him his love. 99 overall. Number 7, Travis Kelce, arguably the best tight end in the league. I personally would take George Kittle over Travis Kelce. The style of tight end, they're both fantastic receiving tight ends. Both of them have above average speed, but I like the grit and the blocking for Kittle a little bit more than Kelce. But Kelce's just so fantastic as a receiver, so smart, so great, so sound of a route runner, knows how to find the open spots in the zone, sit down on the catches, be a helper to the quarterback in troubling situations, and he's often the number one option anyway. Second in the NFL in passing yards as a tight end. He finished the season as a 99 overall. There's no reason for him not to still be. Now, my last one is the receiver that I was telling you about. And this might be a little controversial to some of you guys, but I watched this dude play twice against the Patriots this year, as well as in the postseason. And I also know, just watching this dude, that it's gotten to the point that it is really a doggone near impossible to check Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is that real deal right now. He was number 1 in the NFL in receiving yardage last year. I'm talking about Stephon Diggs is giving top-notch corners absolute problems on a weekly basis, right? He works like a maniac. I mean, Diggs is, to me, got to be right up there as in that top 3 or 4 wide receiver in the league at this point. I think he deserves to be a 99 overall. They probably won't give it to him. I can imagine they won't. I think they should. I believe that all 8 of the people that I named should be a part of the 99 club. It's going to be interesting to see if that's exactly what happens. But that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure if you did not like the video yet, make sure you do that. Well, if you did like it. If you didn't like it, just say you did anyway. That'll make me feel better. I just. But I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.